Hi, this is Chris from DSX Mackin, and I am with
Dave from Rampant Wolf Games. And today we're going to be talking about the top 5 sci-fi cooperative games.
I wish there were more of these on the market.
I
Check
do
that.
too.
I wish there were more good ones on the market.
There you go.
There's actually a bunch of bad ones if you know where to look. So many cooperative games are fantasy-based. Sci-fi, not so much. Oh, they love the one against all.
Yeah, and that's
It's hard after a while.
Yeah, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Coming in at number 5 is Gen 7 from Plaid Hat Games. It's their new game based on the Crossroads mechanic
Dead of Winter.
Thank you, Dead of Winter.
Dead of Winter style.
Yeah.
There was another one, wasn't there?
No, this is the first one.
There is Raxon. And Raxon's in the Dead of Winter universe, but it's not a Crossroads game.
No, it's not a Crossroads
Have you
game.
played that one?
No.
It's weird. Have you seen the box?
No.
It's just black with a big X on it. It's called Raxon.
Oh, weird.
And then in the fine print, it says it's set in the Dead of Winter universe.
Huh.
But it's not a Crossroads game.
Huh.
Weird. Go on.
Yeah. So this game is got a mixture of legacy elements. It's heavy in the storytelling aspect.
Right up my alley.
And it is...
Not the legacy part, though.
It basically... in my opinion, it's what First Martians should have been.
Ooh. Almost making a customer out of me because I haven't played it.
Yeah, because it is...
It's too bad it's $100.
It is a big penny for what's in there, but by the same time, it really is worth it.
I just may have to pick it up.
Yeah,
Bite the bullet.
Because
Next paycheck, maybe.
when it comes down to it, and the options you're faced with, your team is actually talking it over, and it gets down to the point of where everybody's like, "Okay, are we actually going to do what the person who was on shift before told us to do? Because we don't really know them, and do we trust the computer? Never trust the computer." No, I'm just kidding. I honestly don't know because we haven't got that far yet. So
That's Gen 7.
that is Gen 7.
I want to try that game. Number 4 for sci-fi cooperative games is TIME stories, or time stories. Now, someone's going to say that's not really sci-fi. I think somebody had a conversation not too recently on another channel saying it's that these time stories is a framework for an escape room style game, and every one of those stories is decidedly not science fiction in general. Most of them have been fantasy, paranormal, or some minor sci-fi element, but I will argue
It's a time machine.
it's
How's
a time
that
machine.
not sci-fi?
The board is sci-fi, the box looks sci-fi, you're going into capsules, going back into... I think it's actually more parallel realities, because if that's the past, boy, are we screwed. But
Yeah.
it's a great variant if you like the escape room games like Exit or Dexcape. This is a great alternative. Yeah, it's a bit expensive for what amounts to only 2 or 3 games, and yes, you will lose the first time. Like if you actually want to get your play value out of time stories, you actually have to lose it once or twice, because then you play it by the time you get to your second or third playthrough. Just have the right group of people, and don't have people that are disturbers that will intentionally throw a game and make you play it for a third time. 'Cause I'll tell you, playing it the third time gets old.
Yeah.
But it's still a really fun game. That's number 4, Time Stories.
Coming in at number 3 for sci-fi cooperative games is The Captain is Dead!
Which is spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler. Originally was a Kickstarter. Was done by a game company that I can't remember now, but was bought out by AEG. And they decided to re-release it and its expansions, which hadn't hit the market yet, as standalones. Unfortunately, it was originally supposed to just be expansions. But basically, the captain is dead. Surprise. And
That's not the game. That's just the premise.
yeah. You're under attack in the first one by aliens, and you are now trying to basically run around the ship trying to repair things and get the warp drive back online so you can get out of there. Meanwhile, you've got ships popping in, shooting at you. You're trying to still fight them.
Are there aliens on board?
There are aliens on board.
So is it like a cheap version of Nemesis?
I don't know. It
Sorry,
might be.
just like you're describing Nemesis, I'm like, save $100, buy Captain Instead.
Well, actually, the interesting thing about the minis, they're really cool because
I'm sure they are.
they're standees, but they're plastic and see-through.
Oh, that's so,
With the painted, but then they're painted.
That's so good.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
Number 2 for sci-fi cooperative games is Rising 5 Runes of Astaroth, which feels a little fantasy-like, but it's on an alien planet. It's absolutely science fiction. It's a sci-fi as the classic pulp sci-fi from the early last century, the works of Edward Rice Burroughs and so forth, like John Carter of Mars and so forth. I definitely feel it's in that vein. If you've seen the feature film Light Years, in that same kind of style, it is a cooperative game. It uses an app. Because otherwise you have to have a GM basically organize the puzzle for you.
It's Mastermind reskinned.
Yeah, but it's a really good Mastermind reskinned. It's a game where the difficulty, there is a random variable which I don't care for, which is this monster fight. You roll one die and you might win or might not. There's a bit of mitigation before you roll, but there's no mitigation after you roll. But the majority of the game's difficulty is simply solving the puzzle. Now, some people have complained about the fact that so many cooperative games are just puzzle games. They're just puzzles. There's a big flamboyant miniatures, all this, but it's just a puzzle you have to figure out. Runes wears it on their sleeve. They do not care. It still works. It's a fun game. Very popular as a gateway game, but it's popular as a gateway game that's still accessible to a lot of other people. That is Rising 5 Runes of Astaroth.
Isn't it Astaroth?
Sure. Me.
Coming in at number 1 for sci-fi cooperative games is another game from Ares Games, which is Galaxy Defenders. Yes, right there.
Specifically, I guess the whole series.
It's the whole series.
I joke and say, you mean the really good ones, number 2, number 3? But no, yeah, the whole series. It is a juggernaut.
It is. It's a juggernaut of a game, but really it's for when you have all those samey, wish-washy dungeon crawlers that are out there. It's nice to have one that's actually sci-fi based and actually feels
like
sci-fi.
A sci-fi, rather than just being a reskinned fantasy game. So it's like, you're a sci-fi guy, good. You have a gun with 3 bullets and a knife. Like, why?
Yeah. Whereas in this one, like, for example, my character, he has an energy blade, which will actually grab the alien and yank him towards him. And so I have no ranged weapons, so my guy turns into complete run into melee stuff.
It's got power armor. That's the only thing that matters. There's a power armor edition that works so well. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't care. Blade. No, mecha. Power armor that attaches to character board.
Yep.
That's all you need to say.
Yep.
You had me at power armor. People wonder why I play Anthem and not Destiny. Because you give me in a giant robot suit and you have my money.
Yep, pretty much. So that is number 1, Galaxy Defenders.
1, 2, and 3.
Yes. And if you really want to know the names, it's Galaxy Defenders, Operation Strike Back, and then Extinction Protocol.
Didn't even need to look.
Nope.